Welcome to A Coleman Conversation. I am pleased to have a new version, which is Family Hour. Stephanie Schwandt, Senior BDO, Milestone Bank, joined by Phillip Schwandt and Ali Schwandt. Stephanie, I assume that these people are related to you. Set it up.
Yes. So this is my oldest is my son, Phillip. He is now an underwriter here at Milestone Bank. Now, before he started with me, Ali had started with me, and she was my assistant, but now she is a BDO at Colony Bank. So she's kind of competition.
I love it. Oh, this is going to be fun. Let's start out with the basics. Stephanie, what do you do?
I am an SBA BDO for almost 40 years. And
I'm sorry, 20? No, you said it had to be 20, right? Come on.
Almost 40.
Really?
Honestly, it's
good for
almost
you, Mom.
40.
Good for you.
I love it. I wouldn't do anything else. This is what my passion is, and this is why I get up in the morning, is to help small businesses.
Good for you. Good for you. Phillip, what do you do?
Sure. As Stephanie said, I'm an underwriter here at Milestone Bank. I just started as an underwriter in June, so it's going pretty well.
Good for you. Good. Give me a little bit of your background. Help us out.
Sure. Before that, I worked at Milestone Bank prior as, I guess, an intermediary between the BDOs and underwriters. I guess some would say it's a BDA, but we didn't necessarily have that distinctive title. But I worked there for 2 years. Prior to that, I was working around in other industries.
Well, good for you. I'm going to call you kid because I got kids your age, so good for you.
Sure.
However, Stephanie, you are based out of Florida.
Destin, Florida, yes. And all three of us actually still live in that area. We're all in the Panhandle. Phillip's in Fort Walton, and Ali and I are in Destin.
Well, I was going to go to Phillip. I've been to Florida. I don't remember those mountains. What's your background there?
Yeah. So the background is Milestone Bank's based out of Utah, Salt Lake City, Utah.
Okay.
So we have a lot of natural, serene backgrounds from that area.
Well, I got to get to Ali. Now, Colony Bank, what do you do, and what do you do?
Yeah, I'm a business development officer at Colony Bank. I primarily specialize in our small balance loan programs. We have 2 small loan balance programs at Colony Bank that's for working capital only. And then I also do some of our large core SBA loans that go up to $5 million, and some of our USDA and SBA 504 loans over there as well. So I produce all of them, but I was mainly brought on to Colony Bank. It'll be 3 years in April to help start up their small loan program. But now that we've had that kind of up and running for a little bit now, and we've perfected it, I have some free time to be able to dabble into the larger loan space as well.
Well, good for you. And you're based out of Florida as well?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
All right, so let's get into the family dynamics. Stephanie and Ali, you're competing against the same loan. No, that doesn't happen, I assume.
No, not really.
We never actually compete on the same loan. As a matter of fact, it's funny though, but if I can't do a loan, I'll suggest that my broker call Ali, and the same with her, because every bank has their own box, inside of the SBA parameters.
I want to go back to what you said, which I first of all, I could tell you're passionate about what you do. You're committed, and good for you. Explore on that. When you fell into this, when you parachuted into this journey, tell me what attracted you to working with SBA.
Well, to be honest with you, I'm probably one of the weirdos in the world, in the SBA world. I actually knew what I wanted to do when I was in high school. My family all owned small businesses, my parents, my grandparents, my uncles, and my aunts. So I really wanted to help small businesses find a way to get financing. And my family had always had hard troubles with that. So I knew it was something that really needed to be done. And so I kind of went to college specifically to become a commercial lender. I didn't know there was such a thing as SBA until I got out into the banking career, and then I went directly into it.
Well, good for you. I ended up in this, but I graduated from college with a degree in medieval history and no idea what I wanted to do. But I started in banking as a teller. So, yeah.
Nice.
Family business. Tell me what type of businesses.
Oh, my grandparents owned restaurants. They're Greek from, and they were in New Jersey, so they had diners, of course. And then my uncles had fish, fish houses, and they served the restaurants, to deliver to the restaurants, and also they, sold to people as well, but mainly to restaurants. So, and then my other uncle had a hotel and a little bar, and then my dad owned a computer company. So it was kind of like everybody I knew owned small businesses, and everybody ran into the same trouble, right? So it was like, oh my goodness, this has got to be, there's got to be some way out there to help people. This can't be all that's out there. So got excited, about it when I got out of college, and I got to actually my first big bank, which was Hibernia Bank. And they had to go through a big underwriting training, and it was lovely. I truly enjoyed it. I loved it from the first day.
Same question to you, Ali. Obviously, your mom is very passionate about what she does. What drew you to this career path?
To be honest, I was like you. I graduated in something that I have a business minor, but I graduated in sports administration, the commerce side, with a business minor. So I thought I always wanted to be like a sports lawyer. And then when I got out of college, I started working in like sports marketing, and then I realized I couldn't find my perfect job that I wanted. So I had the opportunity to start working for one of my mom's brokers and come back to Florida. So I went to LSU. So I graduated LSU and I stayed in Louisiana for a few years. And so really the beach was what drew me back. And then when I started working with one of her brokers, I realized I like this. I really like banking. I really enjoy this. And this is a lot. It piqued my interest. So then from there, I started working for various different banks as a BDA at first. And then I've just kind of worked my way up, and I'm extremely passionate about it too. I've really enjoyed for the past several years, like I said, I've been working for the smaller balance programs, which I got very passionate about because I would always hear my mom have to turn people down.
Right.
Like, oh, that loan's too small. Oh, no, we can't do that. And I would always think to myself, oh, that's so terrible. They have to get these MCA loans, or they have to get these credit cards. Whenever the small balance working capital programs and the small balance programs kind of started becoming a buzz, I was really excited to be a part of that. I know it's become a little bit more challenging with the new SOP changes, but I'm still just as passionate about it because I hear my borrowers tell me all the time how the small amount is all they really needed, and now they can grow and be bigger, and they weren't forced to take something that they didn't necessarily need, or they couldn't qualify for because they didn't need that much as well. So I'm happy to be in the industry that I am now, and probably just as passionate as my mom towards it as well.
How satisfying is it to you to work with an entrepreneur and offer a financial package that puts them on the path to taking care of their family and creating generational wealth?
It's extremely satisfying, to be honest. I feel like our job is very self-rewarding.
Yes.
Every now and then there is difficult packages, there's difficult borrowers or transactions, but when you get that one that the person is so thankful and like it really means a lot, and they express it to you, it just makes everything so much worth it, and it gives you like this boost of energy. It kind of is like when you do like community service work and then you feel good about it. It's kind of like a similar feeling to that. Like, I know that what I'm doing is good for our economy, and it's really impacting people's lives and helping them in a positive way.
Great answer. Phillip, you're on the other side of it. No loan can be done without the underwriter. What took you to the crunching the numbers side as opposed to going out and beating the bushes for transactions?
I have, I suppose, a more analytical mindset. I enjoy the numbers more. It's also a puzzle in and of itself, right? You have to follow along.
I'm going to interrupt you. I've not heard that type of analogy. I love that. A puzzle. Please continue.
Yeah. Sorry. Yeah.
So, no. I interrupted you. No, I love that. Figuring out a puzzle. Go ahead, please.
Like Ali said, they come with packages and conversations, and as much as it is about the people, it's also about the economy and the growth.
Absolutely.
And the numbers behind it. So my job in a lot of ways, is to find a way to make everything that's collected on the front end fit into the proper place of that puzzle to fit the SOP, to fit sources and uses, to find a way that they're, either historical data or projections will make sense. And maybe the numbers need to be lowered or raised, but we get to find out what's best for the business and its owners, and how the SBA and we as a bank can help.
Very well said. Stephanie, I'm going to ask you a really tough question, okay? So get ready. How proud are you of your kids?
Incredibly. Now, these are only two of my four, but I do love my other two who are not in the industry.
They are in, we can't pick,
but they are in service as well. One works for the state of California, so she is with the state, and the other one was with the state of Louisiana. So they're both working civil. They're working trying to help people as well, but in a different capacity. So I love it. I'm mightily proud that my children wanted and saw the passion and the fun and the good parts about SBA, because there's some frustrating parts too. Just you want to get that last form and you cannot get them to sign it for the life of you, and that they'll go into underwriting and do well, but you're just trying to pull their teeth to get that last copy of their driver's license, something minute and simple. But that's the frustrating part. And if that's the worst of my day, woohoo, right? Everything's gravy.
I assume the two of you are proud of Mom as well. We'll go both ways.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Good. Stephanie, take me down memory lane. You've been doing this for a while. Tell me about the significant changes of what's happened and how that affects how you do business.
Well, I would say there's a lot of answers to that, because there's been significant changes in the SBA. There's been significant changes in the economy. There's been significant changes in the hierarchy of our government and what's going on with our government right now, being that we're shut down at the moment.
Right.
So, there's a lot of answers to that one. So I would go with the fun part of the way everything is still going is that small business entrepreneurs have not stopped their passion, right? Even when COVID came, they were still trying to keep their businesses alive and afloat to be able to continue to serve customers and do what they do. And then you get the changes of the guard and presidents and through all of that, and the possibility now we're going to peace, which in the Middle East, which is crazy. But they're resilient. It's the resilience of the American spirit that actually fuels us, right? It is quintessentially what makes this country great. One of the reasons that make this country great. So I would say that even though there's been economic changes, even though there's been SOP changes, the one thing that always remains steady is the resilience of our business borrowers. And that is why we're so lucky to get to work with them. Not everyone gets somebody who wants to go to work every day, right? We get those people. It's amazing.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well said. I got to ask the question, 2026, are you as bullish on 2026 as you've been on the past?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Unequivocally, yes. I do believe all people wanted to see was a tiny drop in the interest rates, which we got, and it fueled their passion even greater. I feel like if we can continue to make forward progression in our country and whoever's in charge, it really matters on a lot of certain levels, but not as much with what we do on a daily basis, right? Because we're trying to help them get ready and keep going forward. So I feel like they're always passionate and ready to move forward. I feel like our customer is going to feel that way as well, given nothing crazy happens between now and the economy, and we actually open the government back up, right? Because that's
the one constant you and I have experienced over 40 years is the crazy does happen. So
the crazy does happen, and you can't let it get you. The only thing you have to learn in this business, I think you really have to learn your ebbs and flows, right? As a BDO, especially, even as an underwriter, there's ebbs and flows of the business and of people trickling in or storming in your doors. So you just have to learn to be patient with those and then drum up business when it's trickling, and, just work 24 hours when it's not,
Very, very good, Mom. All right. I got to bring in Phillip and Ali for one more last round of questions. Phillip, what's been the biggest shock or the one thing that you did not expect in terms of taking on a position of being an SBA underwriter? What was something that was, wow, that's interesting?
I suppose there's nothing that's really shocked me yet.
Okay.
I had a unique advantage of working very closely with the head of credit prior to starting this role. So I had a good understanding of what I was getting into. There is a lot that goes into it. I will say that much. Sounds silly, but there's a lot more writing than one would think. And a lot of it is.
I love talking to you. You're picking out all my talking points and underwriters. You have to write. You have to know how to communicate. I'm sorry, I'm speaking for you, but underwriters have to take the numbers and then turn that into a narrative so people understand it. And it sounds like you, and I love that you acknowledge that. Good for you.
Thank you. There's a lot of writing in underwriting, and it sounds silly to say, but there is. So I suppose if anything, it's exactly how to convert that analysis into a verbal or written.
Well, you do not speak of an underwriter who's had 4 months on the job. I'll tell you that. I can tell. Mom has influenced you. Ali, that's part of your job.
That's part of my job.
Yeah.
I would say would be when the loan closes and funds and the borrower, got what they've worked hard for, and them being happy with everything that they've had to go through to get the loan, because they are process, it is a process. And they actually get to start, now they have the funds in hands and they get to start doing the things that they said they were going to do with that loan. So their excitement. So I think that's probably my most favorite part of my job is, getting the satisfaction, sharing it with the borrower whenever their loan's finally closed and funded and they're ready to go.
Stephanie, I'm going to conclude with this. A career in SBA, what do you tell other young people and other people who are thinking about joining this industry?
I think it's an outstanding industry. I truly do. There's a spot for everyone. So like Phil, no offense, he is not verbose, but he can write beautifully. But he doesn't want to chit chat with somebody on the phone like Ali and I don't mind, right? So there's a spot for everyone. Do
Absolutely.
You like numbers? Do you like to write? Do you like organization? Now, if you don't like to write, do numbers, have organization, or be a people person, I don't know, maybe there isn't a spot for you, but for most people, they're
called auditors. I'm sorry.
Auditor, right.
I'm sorry.
Exactly. But there's a spot for everyone. And the reality is it's extremely fulfilling job. And I'm proud that my children are in it. And I'm more proud that we are getting a better generation. I don't know. We had a long lull. Bob, you know this. We would go to the meetings, right? All the SBA conventions, the Nagels, the Flagels, all those, and it would be all people our age, right? And now all of a sudden in the last 5 years, we started seeing more young people in it.
Which is great.
It's phenomenal. And I applaud the lenders who are willing to take a chance on the young people. Like they're like, oh, they don't have any experience. You've got to start somewhere. We've got to get these people in here.
Well, this has been a fabulous conversation. I'm going to end with you, Stephanie. I'm going to set it up. We've had some unique endings on this show with people speaking Russian,
Oh no.
Hawaiian, you know where I'm going, French.
I only know dirty words in Greek. I can't do it.
That's okay. That's okay.
I know I love
My-
you.
Oh
In
yeah,
Greek?
no.
Sagopos.
A
love
little
you.
bit,
Yeah.
a little bit of Greek, just on.
Well, the kuklamu is what my aunt used to always call us as baby doll, right? But I only remember all the dirty words my aunt used to say. I took Greek class and everything because, as a Greek child, now my kids were only, a quarter Greek, so they didn't have to do it. But as a child, we had to take Greek class. We had to go after school to Greek class.
Well,
and learn
we'll
the alphabet and how to speak
end with a term of endearment to our crowd.
Well, I do wish everyone a great 2026, and I'm hopeful for all of the economy and for all of our borrowers.
I've had a great Coleman conversation. I thank you all for joining us. Mom, you've done a great job with Phil and Ali. Good luck to the both of you in your careers. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.